Hi, this is Mark from CricIntel. Thanks for registering for our newsletter and taking an interest in our ground profile report for T20 Finals Day. Before I continue, I should make it clear that we're not providing a tipping service. Instead, we hope our reports will help many of you who find it difficult to put time aside to research upcoming cricket matches. We aim to do this by giving you clear, useful and accurate information in an easy to read format. So without further ado, here's a brief introduction on how to read our ground profile report. The first page, which is in front of you, is split into two sections. There's a brief summary which puts out key ground characteristics and a radar chart which lists key statistics. The important thing to remember with our radar graphs are the further towards the outside the higher the values, and the nearer the inside the lower the values. As a rule of thumb, the worldwide average for a statistic will land in the middle of the scale. The second page is the match overview, and this delves into selected historical stats in more detail. At a glance, you should be able to establish any historical ground bias. You'll notice that each chart is split into 3 brackets, and these haven't been determined at random. Instead, they represent where equal numbers of T20 games would fall if they were split into 3 equal sections. The dotted red line highlights where you would expect an average ground to hit. On page 3, we analyse the first innings in more detail again. The key here is to try and answer 3 simple questions. Who has the advantage? The bat or the ball? Secondly, where are runs likely to be scored? And thirdly, how are they likely to be scored? Knowing the answers to these simple questions can help shape how you trade and bet on a game. And finally, on the 4th page, we delve into the chase, any recent trends and any other standout information which we haven't already covered. With a chase, you really should be trying to understand how competitive the first innings total is, whilst details of the last 5 matches will help highlight any short-term trends. This is an important aspect to bear in mind, as if playing conditions have altered recently, they would not have had a big impact on the lifetime profile of the ground. Okay, so that's a quick summary. Hopefully you can now see the value of having this information, but we understand we might not have got things completely right. Either way, we'd love your feedback, so please fill in our survey. The link is at the bottom of the newsletter email, and it's very short, and your replies will help us improve our service moving forward. Thanks again, and speak to you soon.